Jim Cramer is he used to do a show called the Jim Cramer Show. I don't know, but that's the one where he would stand around and hit buttons that say bullshit and smash and buy. And
that's like a whole state. Okay, how about Brian in Connecticut? Brian.
Oh, booyah.
Booyah!
Oh,
man,
booyah.
booyah! Including the dog, I think.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about McDonald's?
What's not to like? Although, do you know one time they had this really great promotion with the McDonald's sunglasses, and I got mine and they were broken, and I said, I like McDonald's.
He's basically hosts a mobile for adults for the finance industry. You know, the thing that hangs above babies' cribs with the little spaceship and the sun and Mickey Mouse if it's corporate branded or something like that. And Jim Cramer does that for adults on the CNBC, on these like talk shows, or you know, on the financial networks and whatnot. I don't know his exact politics. I would bet being a scion or a paragon of capitalism. I almost said tarragon. Great spice. And I assume that he's probably not listening to this. I doubt he's subscribing to Chapo. But so I'm guessing you won't be surprised if you hear how he refers to Nancy Pelosi here. He's talking to Nancy Pelosi on screen, and let's get to the part where we have to put up. We have to defend our girl Nancy Pelosi. This is not cool. What's about to happen?
I mean, what deal can we have, Crazy Nancy? I'm sorry, that was the president.
That was the president. He blames Trump for what he said. Oh, he's been so infected. This is the kind of people we put on TV in this fucking country. People who can't not channel the evil dictator of the country. Let's start over. This is a pretty short clip, and then we'll get...
I mean, what deal can we have, Crazy Nancy? I'm sorry, that was the president.
The psychology of both of these people is fascinating. She responds. She holds her composure. She doesn't go, dude. She kind of just closes her mouth. People who are used to being on television are generally fairly in control and composed in these kinds of moments. But you could tell it's got to irk her a little bit. He immediately realizes he shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, we'll start it over. I'll let it play a little further.
I mean, what deal can we have, Crazy Nancy? I'm sorry, that was the president. I have such reverence for the office, I would never use that term.
Oh, okay. Two statements he just said. Sorry, their microphone stand. He has reverence for the office, to whom he's speaking, the person who's currently in the office, and called her Crazy Nancy. I'd have called her Nancy Pantsy. Why not Nancy Pantsy? She wears pants? Answer my pantsy, Nancy Pantsy. What? Okay. He, instead of saying like, I'm sorry to you, he says, I have respect for the office. He's not even say I have respect for you either. Like, so he says I would never use that term.
But it is
But
hard,
you just did.
Oh, come on.
But you just did.
And so she calls him out appropriately. She could have come out. I mean, he deserves a way worse response than what she did. But, you know, I don't know how you're exactly supposed to handle it. So I'm not going to pick on Nancy here. I can't stand her. I think she's one of the evil people of the planet and who is largely responsible for the devastation that's about to be wrought upon the future of humanity. But this is bullshit. This is wrong the way he is. And then he immediately goes into this kind of boyish, oh, come on. I didn't. And then listen to what he says, though. She kind of laughs it off. And this is the way like you settle conflict, because neither of them has an interest in a big fight. So they both kind of go, okay, ha. Even though I think I'd say she has a right to be somewhat aggrieved here. It's just super disrespectful. But he just immediately goes into this boyish kind of like, come on. And he says, you know what I mean. And just listen.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The reverence I have for the office.
The reverence he has for the office. You have to, Nancy, don't you understand? I'm going to back up. What I caught here, I'm talking about this way too much. She goes, I do. I know what you mean. Like she I think that is I'll let you listen to it first.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The reverence I have for the office is so great.
Okay, so she says, I do. I know what you mean. that to me is, she is used, that's sexism. I mean, he's being extremely sexist there, but that is her being used to operating in a sexist world. She's done quite well in a very sexist world. She's a very powerful person, but she still faces one of the fundamental pillars of this country, which is male dominance. So she has to know, and I'm sure she's encountered incredible bullshit like this in her whole life, as all women in any workplace have, for the most part. A woman whose life goes through life without ever experiencing this kind of stuff is very rare. And so she kind of, is mollify the right word? I do. But she kind of like gives him what he wants by saying, I know what you mean. It's okay. She's basically saying, it's okay. You can be sexist. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what else there is to say about it. I mean, fuck, I'm a piece of shit guy. What the hell do I know? But that just jumps out at me that she, puts the fire out, and it's probably rational to immediately just de-stress it by letting him, but it does let him off the hook. This is privilege. He immediately invokes his privilege. And she, and I'm not saying this as a fault of hers, I'm saying this as someone who has to operate in difficult circumstances, is that she kind of participates in his little boyish immediate apology shrug. So let's back up a little bit and just listen.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The reverence I have for the office is so great.
Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Oh my God. Look, be careful. Oh, no. It's a banana. Okay. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay. This is horrible audio. Great video. Okay. Sorry for those of you not listening. I mean, sorry who are listening only. This is on screen is a banana that just slipped on a banana peel and barfed up a bunch of bananas, including a Bible and a big purple-headed double dildo. This is one of my first animations. I made this in 2014. That's what the files, and I found it, and I was like, oh yeah, the bananas video. So this is one of the first things I ever animated. It's pretty funny. Terrible audio. I might cut this out. I should probably, but okay.